Welcome back to my lair. My name is Shith Aid.
Why are you stealing my name?
I saw it scrawled on a wall one day, and I figured I would take it as a name for my own.
Oh.
These gentlemen have been found in my lair, and I hope to make do of them swiftly. So let us not delay any longer, for this one holds fire that burns my very soul. Once we last left off, the Spider Queen with the aubergine had scuttled backwards, recoiling from the soul-draining, soul-damaging flames of the Nameless One. Most of our party members got out of their binds. One of them, yeah, it was you. Huh? Okay, Olam.
You know it's me.
Olam is making headway. However, there are a few new members, or should I say, creatures, entering the party thanks to Olam.
You're
16
welcome.
spiders, which are only entering your party's space, hopefully to hurt you, have been called down to the fight. One more friendly companion is on his way. And so I think we'll pick up with Basilar, as he's the furthest.
I was wondering why you said 16 spiders exactly last time. I was like, wow, what an odd number of spiders. I've seen four spiders.
It's actually an even number of
It's
spiders.
so much easier.
It's not odd at all.
4 take up space. See, easy math. So Basilar, I believe you freed yourself pretty effectively, pretty coolly.
I mean, I was attempting to get to some bongos on the ceiling, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Bingo bongo.
I'm still gonna try and go for him.
Absolutely. With your roll, I recall it being pretty a fantastical roll. You did like a flip and a jump up, and so you can continue your ascent.
Sure.
You make it to the bongos. No roll necessary. You got out of the sticky webs. You're going to do what you can to not get yourself in that situation again, and there's nobody around you to try and mess you up. So no roll card for that. You grab on and crawl your way up, kind of spider-like. Spiders get up here easy, so best to assume their general form and try and climb up.
Assume the position.
Yeah, butthole up in the air, and you make it. Obviously, it is covered in webs, just like every other potential artifact or item in this space, but you can see them, and you can see the gems that have been embedded in these bongos. So what do you do?
I'll grab him. So pull him towards me, I guess. Can I free them from their bindings?
So we'll say that like you put your hands in the webbing and like
yes, I grab them and then I pull them back.
Try and get in. You know that like this is going to be tough to pull them out. The webs don't snap with ease, but it doesn't feel like an impossible task to do.
Okay. Are the like tops of the bongos free?
No, I would not say. Strategically just left the tops of the bongos.
Well, because I was gonna
they're
try
like, it's like you like saran wrap like went around them.
Play them.
Also, I was gonna try and do, but apparently they're not quite as accessible as I believe them to be. You know what? Anything can be an instrument if you play it right.
Everything's a drum.
Everything's a drum. If you hit it hard enough.
You heard it here first.
So I'm going to attempt to not quite play them, but try and, I guess, suffuse my magic, like the Verde magic, into them, and see if the gems around the bongos themselves react in any way.
Sure.
So
You're
yeah,
tapping.
wherever, like trying to find like actual contact with like where like
Mhm.
I touched the bongo itself and not web.
You feel there's like there's something much like the wall that was around the inner cities that was like visible, not tangible, but it was there. Like you're feeling that with your magic. There's like an intangible wall almost between your magic and the item that you're trying to either affect or like draw magic from.
Okay. But I do have my gem bracelet. Like can I like tap that to the bongos and see if that helps? Because that let me go through the barrier. So I'm wondering if that will let me kind of penetrate this barrier.
You try. They're like, I guess like you're just adding it like you're tapping like your wrist and your hand, right? You do that, and your gem glows with your color. God, I hate picking such specific colors that I can't remember. It's like a pinkish
Pretty sure it was a magenta.
magenta. There we go. And it glows, and there's something stopping your magic from getting to these bongos as it is now. So like to say you don't feel like anything's wrong with you, like your magic isn't affected. It's just there's something wrong with this.
All right. I'm gonna look around, and is anybody seem like they're hurt or in a bad way?
It's hard to see from your vantage point other than Olim and Bland and Nameless One. We'll say from your vantage point you can see him. Nameless One, I believe, looks fine. Olim is definitely struggling to get out of like a cocoon of webbing. And Bland is like half on fire, dripping blood and flesh. You definitely
Okay,
saw an
not the
explosion on the
flesh
side of your
drip.
eye.
No.
All right, okay. Look, I kind of don't want him to just pass out on us and die, so I'm going to attempt to aid him. I'm gonna cast my arcane art to do a little bit of healing.
Yes.
And give Nameless One 1d4 forward to damage. So I believe that's what he's going to do.
Damage.
It is what he do. Okay. That is a charisma roll, I believe.
Yeah.
Roll. Save my Kraken.
It is a 7.
Cheers for you.
Or sorry, an 8.
Piece of shit.
So not quite an EXP, but
7 is the worst place.
It's
7 hurts the most.
Does it?
It does. It does.
On a 7,
I get the effect, but I gather attention. I garner attention.
That is the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 is
Ah.
never good.
It's like
No.
It feels worse
Succeeding,
but also failing.
Yeah.
You get to choose a glitch. It works imperfectly, so you choose your effect and the glitch. And I will decide what effect the glitch that you choose.
I have
has.
arcane art on a 7 to 9. Your spell still works, but you draw unwanted attention, or your magic reverberates to other targets, affecting them as well.
This is like the one that we changed on your roll 20. But it works the same pretty
Roll 20?
much.
I have things on roll 20.
Yeah, there's like moves in there.
Interesting. I'll have to look at that at one point.
Oh, I thought you knew this whole time.
Yeah, if
I
you
have
go
no idea.
the menu journal, click on your name of your character, it'll open up your character sheet.
Okay. Let me roll down to bardic lore, potentially.
Voice of Verde.
Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. 7th night works imperfectly. Choose your effect and a glitch. Okay.
So it's all in the details are all in the details. I believe. So you choose 2, right? Because of
yeah, because of Eldritch Tones.
Eldritch Bones.
A glitch
Yo,
being like
Eldritch
what
Bones.
does it necessarily have to like?
So it's you draw
Is it
unwanted
like a
attention.
powerful thing or like?
It's just like little downsides that you choose. There's 4 of them that you choose from. You draw unwanted attention. Your magic reverberates to other targets, affecting them as well. Which, like, obviously, for a healing spell next to your allies, that's not a glitch.
Yeah.
Your spell is less effective or does not last very long. Or
well,
it
it
has a
can't really
problematic
not
side.
last very long because it's just a one-time thing. I guess I would just have the healing.
Okay.
It wouldn't be as effective because maybe the webbing would dampen the reverberation of the sound throughout the chamber.
I won't say have. It'll just be -2.
Okay, no, so it's just like D8 to a D4. It's pretty clean. But, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm all right with that. So D8 -2, 8. So -2 is 6.
Nice. Okay.
Wow.
Perfect. 6 points of healing. Fly out towards land. Bland's flesh stops falling
Dripping?
off of his body. Yeah.
And it reverses.
Starts to like
congeals.
yeah, the blood congeals and scabs up. The wounds close, but it's like a natural sped up process. So it happens, but it's ugly, and it probably does not smell great if you get close. But
that's
neither
crow.
does he.
So I realized the bongos don't really work, so I'll like kind of like scramble into like my back pocket and pull out the maracas or the one little thing, and kind of go, come on, baby, don't fear the reaper. Take my hand.
Yeah.
You're noticing that your bongos, like the sound of the bongo and the sound of your voice, it's getting like absorbed by the webbing a little bit.
Yeah.
And we'll say that like you notice that that's kind of what's making your spell less effective.
Less effective. Yeah.
But also
it
potentially a
dampens the
property
effect.
of the webs themselves.
Yeah.
But your healing takes effect, and we won't affect the second one. So that'll be the straight. Here it says it's a 1d4 forward to damage. Okay, so no minuses on that. The sound makes it directly to your wonderful ears, nameless one. And you
Alright.
feel a swell.
I believe.
inside you.
Oh, I believe I had to roll for my brand last time, but I'll brandish the flaming brand that absorbs that kind of like sound energy and like makes the fire a little bit stronger. But I will call out just like Basilar, help Bikinu!
I don't see him. Where is he?
I can see through him. Big hole in his
What? Can I move?
I'm quite all right.
Yeah. You take one last look at the bongos. You still don't know what they do. They probably do something cool. But your friend is in danger. There's no time to try and unwrap this present. So you begin to scurry off around this obstruction.
Apparently, I can only move like a spider around these things.
Legs shoot out from your
I didn't realize I had that ability as a boy.
And yeah, Basilar starts to move at the request of the nameless one. So we'll quickly go to Pequeno as he is being potentially surrounded by a bunch of new foes. They seem like not regular size spiders, but like big regular size spiders. Like not
Right,
huge.
okay.
They're just like they're regular, but they're bigger than a regular spider.
Like 5-pound spiders.
Oh God, maybe not
5 pounds, but
That's a lot of meat.
Like you can hold it like a child in your hand.
That's
What I'm
true,
imagining.
You
All right,
Relative
fine,
to
the
their
5-pound
mother's
spiders.
size, right? Like the babies, it'd be bigger than regular spiders.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like
Make this
thigh,
horrible for
like
us. Sorry.
calf height spiders.
like wolf spiders. Yeah.
terrifying.
But you don't see any human qualities coming up.
Thank
from
God. Okay.
their person.
No baby
Um,
hands.
Oh,
So terrifying.
this
You're
reminded
just
me of the
falling around.
village, Resident Evil. You go into the house, that baby.
Oh God.
Oh, in the new one?
Well,
Or the
Something
remake or
like-
whatever?
Yeah, Resident Evil.
Well,
Oh, so nasty.
Village. That's what it's called.
Yes. And they seem like trained on you, Pequeno.
Okay, so they're just coming after me. I quickly look up at Olam. How's he struggling?
He's like, yeah.
Oh, I see you working. Okay.
Oh, inside the
sorry.
cocoon, I guess. Wait, how long did it take to get just like one strand of it to come out?
Because
it's
probably
all-
like,
Right? I'm wrapped up. Like,
yeah.
so if I like saw a little bit, would like one piece come off? Like
They're
would
all like
start
kind of sticking to each other, also, you know. So like this one, you break it, but over here it's still like sticky. So you're like pulling on it, and then you're pulling all of them closer together, and then it makes it harder to. It's quite the ordeal.
But if I could get one strand off, could I
Mm-hmm.
attach it to an arrow if I potentially wanted?
You'd have, yes, you'd have to take like some time to like keep it away from keep it from just sticking to the.
Oh,
rest
okay,
of
I'm
it.
so confined. Okay, I get you. I get you. I get you. Carry on. Carry on.
If you were like, if someone was outside, maybe they could like take it and run with it and like run around and pull it out. But yeah, you're still constricted by it.
Mm.
But it's a good idea to keep in your mind's eye. Yeah, so you see he's got like his arms out, trying to get out of there.
Okay, that fills me with confidence. Bikinu is very not Bikinu. I am Bikinu. Olam is very crafty. The 16 spiders, they're not all around me, are they?
They're all around you.
Oh my god.
They're not on you yet, but they're all
I thought they
around
were
you.
like divide and conquer, and there was like 4 on me or something.
I don't know why
Okay.
that killed me. So they're not all around you, right? No, they're all around. Yeah.
Those. How far is Quilag from me?
Who?
She has
Shith.
Queeler.
Shith is probably just like 10 feet from you.
And
She's-
I
she's
dumped
scuttled
those crystals onto the ground.
Mhm.
I wanna wait till the spiders are like right at me or just about to get on me, and I want to strike at the large. No, I put it in the bag. At one of the electric crystals.
Do you want to strike at one, or are you trying to strike at?
I'll swing out at the lump of a pile of them.
If you want, you can roll to defy danger to kind of
Okay.
give yourself a better roll for your attack, like kind of set up things, because you say that like you're waiting
Mhm.
until they get closer, so you could even like potentially like kick out a few strategically in a good direction, and wait for your timing. It's kind of you get it right or you don't. And so I think that's best represented by like a defying danger before
Sure. Yeah,
striking.
I buy it. Okie doke. But this is because I'm like waiting, sort of anticipating. What
Mhm.
stat would I really roll for that?
I think this is quick thinking, which would be intelligence.
Sorry, I need dice. I'm an ill-prepared D&D player.
I think it's not D&D that we're playing. You're an ill-prepared
Once
dungeon
a
world
D&D player, always a D&D player. Can't get it out of you.
It is true.
Okay. Quick thinking. Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, good thing I bumped that up to a 0. Okay, one of them's cocked. It landed in my dice bag, but it looks like a 2.
It doesn't want to be rolled.
You have to honor the cock,
It's
according to
cocked.
the
Yeah,
brand.
you always have to.
Wait. Honor the cock means I take
You
the
reroll.
number or I give it another little jerk.
You
No,
reroll.
re-roll it.
Okay, oh yeah, little
It's
jerk.
another jerk.
Just start
If
up.
it wants to be cocked,
That's how
it's
you honor it,
cocked.
of course.
Don't think that it's doing something else.
You gotta touch it again.
Gotta honor it. Okay, a little worship. Okay. I got 8. I got an 8.
A little worship. Okay. On an 8, no experience marked. Good. You stumble, hesitate, or flinch. I will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice.
Oh.
I don't think they're all approaching you at the exact same synchronized
Right.
speed. And so I'll say that like even a success won't hit all 4 groups. It'll just hit 3 of them if it comes to that.
Okay.
If you have some fantastic roll where everything goes right, like it'll work a little bit less good than it would have.
Yeah, so it's like a little awkward. Like I'm standing there, like holding my sword, waiting. Oh, all right. And I just sort of give in.
But you still did succeed, so I will give you advantage on your hack and slash roll.
Cool. Okay. Do I make that right away, or does somebody want to do something while?
Yeah, we'll actually say that just in the spirit of fairness to the system itself,
Mhm.
I think Shith sees you take a moment to do something, and she's going to like turn her body around and just like shoot out a couple of webs, not at you, but at the person who just burned her. And so that's going to be a roll from the nameless one. You see them hurling towards you. I won't say what move you have to do, obviously. That's up to you. But if you don't make a move, then, you'll be hit by that.
Flip.
Yeah. I'd love to do defend roll instead of a defy danger.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, because this looks like it's like it doesn't look damaging, rather because it's web, right? So it looks like
Yeah.
it's more of an effect that's going to happen. Yeah, so I think what I would like to do is like use my staff to like put it in the way of me to like if the staff gets wrapped up, I'm not as inconvenienced as if my body would be.
Absolutely.
And I think the reasoning, like the web comes towards me and it's like staff forward, and I'm just about to conjure the burning brand, right? Because like I like that sound and flame is like conjuring, and I just want to rush forward to help Bikini.
Nice.
Let's roll it up. So this is with the strength. That's a 9.
Nine plus anything or 9 total?
9 total.
9 total. Okay. You hold 1. So instead of being able to, use all these different holds from this roll, you get 1. But I think 1's all you need.
I believe
like
so.
Cock push-ups.
Have the attacks effect or damage. So the effect, I believe, is what I would have to do.
Absolutely. How do you have the webbing's effectiveness on you? Does it happen magically?
I hold that staff up and the web like hits it, and I think probably sprays a little bit around it too. And so I don't know what the effect is, but probably some of the web is still going to hit me. So maybe it's like one of my arms and one of my legs is like a little goopy, and it's just like and I still have to kind of fight through it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
From Sheriff Daddy himself.
Never get over that name. It wraps itself around a little bit of your hand, like you say. It spreads out a little bit, but most of it gets on the staff, and you see your flame start to die down a little bit. But you are free to move and use your magic when you please. But you feel like the stuff from your staff might be affected, but not by much.
Okay, so I definitely noticing that effect, and I think it clicks for me that the web didn't burn when I used my magical fire on it either. It just hardened. And so I think in the same way that Basilar started catching, I'm starting to catch that there's some sort of magical effect to the webbing itself.
Wonderful. You see this, but you are not distracted, Pequeno. You're ready and waiting to strike. And the moment comes where the 5-pound bodies are just about to leap. I think a couple of them even leap off of the ground, and they're in the air, legs moving.
I want to smash.
Okay, this is strength
Bassar's in the background.
9.
Woo! On a 7 to 9, you also wrong thing. On a 7 to 9, you deal your damage to the enemy, and the enemy makes an attack against you. Did you roll with advantage?
I did not.
Go ahead and do so.
Oh.
14.
Hey.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
On a 10 plus, you can, your option, choose to do 1d6 more damage.
Okay.
But expose yourself to the enemy's attack.
Right. So now I'm curious because I'm not just striking at the spiders. I'm striking at the crystals.
So on the 14,
based on knowledge we've learned about the crystals.
Yes. You can do your damage to all the creatures that are being hit by this thing on a 14.
Okay. I'll add extra damage.
Is his weapon still magical? Like, cause I blessed his weapon before. I'm not and it says until I cast another spell, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
you cast another spell.
That
so
was
yeah,
a D4, right?
yeah.
D4. Plus the I just had my very special. There it is. Beautiful Ashlands dice
Ooh,
for my damage.
ashen.
Plus the 1d4. But was there anything else? I don't think so, right? It was just dice plus 1d4.
Your damage 1d6 from getting a 10 plus.
Oh,
1d4
oh.
from.
Okay. That's what I was forgetting. Here we go. All right. That is 6 points of damage.
Oh shit.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Well.
Let me let me double check here.
Yeah. Recalculate.
That doesn't make any sense.
I was like,
Well, I rolled
16?
2, 2, and 2 on all the dice.
No!
That's
But-
crazy.
I'm just wondering if I
Somebody
get any
boom
flat
this man.
bonuses.
Please.
Oh, I have 2 piercing from my. Oh well, no, that doesn't really count, right? Because does that carry over?
No, the piercing from your
No,
weapon.
from the sword.
No.
Yeah,
It's
so
your-
6
Your
points of
class
damage.
damage. Okay, shit.
Rough. That's rough.
I'm rooting for you.
Okay, and all these spiders have 7 HP.
But what? No. It's like like group HP, so you kill
Oh.
a certain amount of them based on how much damage you do. But what happens when? And I like the lightning damage. It isn't. It's like blinking, you miss it. The rocks themselves explode into tiny pieces, and the little fragments even do a little bit of that 6 damage to these spiders. But it's just like arcing lightning that hits through this big group of spiders. But it like comes back around, and like the hairs on the arms that are holding your sword that made contact start to stand up, and like there's a little bit of static crawling up your arms, and I think it gets to your core and like kind of dies out, but
Oh,
it's
wow.
it's something that is imperceptible to anyone but you, just because
Okay.
of how like small and quick it is. Just
Oh. And,
how does it feel?
I think it feels a little uplifting. Like you said, it fades before it even really gets to the core. So I think
Yeah.
as he gets that shiver, it's almost like a bit of like ecstasy, almost like and then it washes over him, and he's like, oh, because he's been missing something from his core for a really long time now, and so it like got really close, and so both those elements, the fire and lightning in proximity, make him feel a little more whole.
Yeah, and I think that it distracts you from any bad feelings that you might have towards the amount of spiders that are still standing in in front of you. As I do a quick calculation of that, let's go to we'll give the nameless one like a moment of like
Can I finally
conjuring your
summon
brand.
the brand? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see how many uses I can get out of this and how many tags I can get. Yes. All right. Burning brand. On a 10 plus, and I got an 11 plus 2. So 13. I may choose 2 from the list.
Okay.
Right. Weapon always begins with the fiery touch, dangerous. And then I can either add hand thrown near +1 damage, remove the dangerous tag. So I'm going to choose 2. And I think what we're going to do, since I can choose 2, we'll do +1 damage and thrown/near. Do you want me to pick out of the 2, or I guess I would just do near?
Near.
Yeah.
Where's your...
Yeah.
Man.
So the nameless one, feeling the power in his hand given to him by Basilar, blocking the web, I think in this moment, has to make a decision as he feels the power dim in the staff. And I just fully drop the staff and grab that power with 2 hands. And if you'll let me, I'll have a fucking huge flaming greatsword appear.
Oh, yes.
And Guts style will just swing it. And basically it's just big, so it has reach.
Beautiful. As like the light of the fire lights up the space even more, picking you as a result of taking the extra damage. You also take the damage that was coming towards you, so you take 12 points of piercing damage from not all of them, as 2 of them fall and like kind of like crumble up and crisp from the lightning damage, and one of them is like a little singed. You feel them like they're definitely reacting to the damage that they took. Like they kind of landed on you almost softly and around you, and then kind of lashed out at the last second with some swipes and bites. But it didn't seem like they were running at you with the intent of just like, digging in and doing a bunch of damage. It's kind of like they wanted to get on you. You hurt them, and like instinctively, like instincts kicked in, and they kind of just lashed out.
Okay.
And bit into you.
And it's just bites, or do I feel like I'm being poisoned or anything? Like,
no. So at the moment, you don't feel like you're being poisoned.
Just hurts a lot.
It just hurts a lot. A lot of little bites add up. The brand. We'll say that some more headway is being made from Bland in the background and Olim. So Bland will Bland will look at you. Oh, he's gone. He's offering to use some of the explosives. He has a couple left on Olim if he wishes, since he's having such a hard time getting out. Basilar makes one closer step towards entering the party. And Nameless, so the brand, you have to roll again to do your damage, correct?
To attack, yeah. So basically now I have this sword. I can like move forward. And it has the near property, so it can like... Does that mean I can attack from outside of the spider's range? I want your opinion as a DM here, because I don't know how you would want to approach. Like, what would the near property add to a weapon?
Yeah, let me just make sure.
Because it might have like an actual ruling in Dungeon World.
Yeah, I think it does, because in the other one that it did. But there's hand and there's near. So I think near is like anything, like in my, like that would be near to me. It's outside of like my hand's reach, but it's near enough where I could like take a big step and get to it.
So there's touch, hand, and near.
True, eh?
Right. So touch is like if I had a sword and I have to hit the thing. Hand is like my hand. So near is, and it was also thrown. But I don't want to let go of the brand unless it would like come back to my hand in a cool way. But in that case, would they be able to still hit me from right?
Interesting. Oh wait, you're throwing your 6.
This is not throwing. This is the near.
Okay.
Property. But if I was throwing it, that's a whole other ruling that we would have to make, and I don't want to bog down the combat too much. So you can make a snap decision here and not have it haunt you for the rest of your days.
Just even on your positioning, they won't be able to get to you. Like if you're picking you, it wouldn't matter because you're so close. But you can hit like the group of spiders that's right near you, and they're not going to be able to turn and attack you back in time for your one swing to hit the group.
Okay. Can I move and attack in the same turn?
Yeah, it could. It's all part of one action per se.
Okay. So then basically I would like to do that, like gut sword, whoa, hit them and kind of like spin, step forward, and rush forward to attract, whether they're dead or not. I want to try and attract the next group of spiders. Basically just kind of intimidate them. So
Very sick.
Run forward, hack and slash. So it's 2d6 of strength.
Come on, maybe.
9 plus 2, so that's an 11.
Beautiful.
I'm going to do the extra d6 of damage. Oh, they've all been hurt, eh?
Definitely not. Definitely not. With the...
Okay, then I will try to like take them out of one fell swoop with the gut sword. So that's my damage dice, the d4 from Basilar, for my reverberating sword, and then a d6 from doing extra damage and exposing myself to them, but hopefully they just die.
Oh, hold on. I did, just to be fair, technically, I think I would rather rule that Pekingu did that damage to each group of 4. So each group of 4 turns into a group of 2, except for the one that we stipulated would not be close enough to get hit. So also, like, if you're looking at the map, the green group of spiders, they're fully unharmed. And so that might be a prime target if you're trying to get rid of the most possible. The blue is about to be changed just to be 2 5-pound spiders. So you can still hit them. They're still technically in the same space. It's just, on the map they would be stacked on top of each other.
I will attempt to hit them, and basically I want to expose myself to danger with that d6 by like hitting them and giving them my back right away as I go to the next group. I also rolled like shit. I got a 1 on the d8 and then a 1 on the d4.
No.
3 on the d6 for a total of 5 damage.
Okay.
I feel your pain, Peter. Be nice and
Now,
5
what's
damage.
Not looking good.
That's rough.
It's not looking good.
Oh no.
The 5
Yeah, it's
damage
almost like they get scarier. So the 5 damage was what?
to the 2 spiders.
Oh, okay. Well, that's worse for you. Hold on. So one of them goes down. The other one is on death's door, shall we say?
Okay.
But are you exposing your back to the 2 spiders, or
Yeah,
to
the
4
one that's
spiders?
left. Basically, as part of my hack and slash move, because I rolled the extra d6, I have to expose myself to the enemy's attack.
Mhm.
And I'm ruling that as like me kind of like rushing past them and exposing my back and letting him attack me. Even though I had
So
the near
luckily for
property and we
you-
said, oh, I wouldn't get hit. No. I'm just
Yeah.
doing it to get the extra damage and getting
Makes
really
perfect
close.
sense. You only take 1 damage.
Hell
from this
yeah.
one guy.
So I'm going to trigger fighting fire with fire. When I take damage and that damage is odd after armor, which I don't have, the flames within you come to your aid. Roll a d4 and either add that many uses to your burning brand if active, take that result forward to summon the brand, or reduce the damage by that amount, my choice. I got a 4. I'm going to increase the uses of my burning brand.
Nice.
So as he hits me, I just channel that into the sword and like burns brighter. And I'm like, I'm here to help you, Pekingu.
Thank you. Like, barely keep myself up.
Basilar comes around the corner. Spider like crawling up on the stalagmite crystalline structure hanging from the
Stalagmite
ceiling,
is
still
going
covered
up.
in
Oh yeah,
okay,
tight.
tightly
Side is
from the
down.
ceiling.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Stalactite. No, it's not actually that gross. He crawls as he wishes, and he gets there with just enough time to see Shith blitz forward and go for the open wound. She gets in your space very quickly. You have like a split second to do something.
Is this Bikini or Nameless?
Yeah, Pequeno.
Oh. Yeah. I've got all these little spiders on me and the big ones like on top of me now.
You are being focused.
Oh shoot.
As the
What can I
kids
even
would say.
do?
I'm here to help.
Yeah. I think I'm a little hunched over, and as she kind of like comes over to me, I'm just gonna try and like dive between her legs again. Maybe get closer to Nameless, so that we can sort of stance up together.
If you're diving between your legs, you're going like the opposite way.
Well, I mean, she's like a big spider. She's got lots of legs.
Okay, yeah, you go on like the left
You
side
know, like, doing
legs.
a quick little juke underneath her.
We'll say that side has one less leg because you hacked it.
Oh
off,
yeah,
so
that's the one I
safer
chopped
side to
off.
take.
So I forget. Is that defy danger?
We'll say that's defy
Just move
danger.
quickly, getting
move
out of the way or acting fast. Alrighty. Now I really hope this is good.
And you said you're there to help. Don't say the answer yet. You said you're there to help Nameless, so I'll say now is the time to actually help.
To actually help? Yeah, that makes a
if
lot
you
of
say
sense.
yeah.
All right, don't tell me what you roll, Pete.
Okay, right.
6, 7, 8, 9 plus. This is aid
Plus
or interfere.
bond, I think.
Yeah. So do we have a
I think you
completed
guys
bond?
have a bond.
Yeah, we have one completed. Yeah, we have one completed, so that would make a 10.
I believe that's a +2 on this roll for you.
It
Plus
says they
2?
take +1 or -2, your choice.
Oh, it's -2. It's +2
Yeah,
for Bass.
but no cost. So no cost to the +1.
No cost.
So that's an 11 total.
Woo!
You didn't need it.
Okay, my good friend.
You know what? -2.
Damn.
He wants me dead, man.
Shit. Okay. You climb or you dive your way and like they're moving. She's moving so quick that like you think even if you got under all of her legs on one side, you'd be like just pummeled by them.
Can't stop moving.
So yeah, you curl up and you roll as soon as you feel the legs like continue their path to try and get to where you were, and your roll brings you closer to the group of spiders that is closest to Basilar. Sorry, not well, technically also Basilar. Closer to Nameless, but it also brings you closer to Nameless himself and away from the others. So you find yourself in a decent position. She like glides on the floor. You are all just so insufferable. What is it that you want? Did you come here to kill me?
Oh,
No, actually.
look over.
Well,
Look at you. We didn't.
What? No. Right now, what we want is That bird up there. Our friend.
And also the 2 goblins and that pistol.
Listen, we don't have to harm each other at the first sign of struggle. I'm sure I can be reasoned with. And like she like kind of like instinctively just like moves up.
You don't sound very sure.
I've had a long history of people like you coming into my lair, not making good on their ends of deals, trying to take everything that I have just because they want it. So you'll excuse me if I'm a little bit skittish.
That's understandable.
Well,
There's like venom almost like dripping from her mouth.
blood from the shoulder.
One drop of this, I don't think you'll be making it out of here with those wounds.
What?
Might
Yeah,
be able to
I
take out a
fucking-
few more legs, though.
Yeah, I bang my fiery sword on the ground, like sparks fly at that behind Pikinu just as he says that.
I do agree with you. No more need for this fighting. We can strike a true deal and be gone from each other.
Very well. I'm listening.
Well, first of all, Olim. He may have something to offer himself. We need to hear from him.
Other spiders like scurry off towards Olum. That's being taken care of. Tell me, up there, do they respect you? And she looks at you, Basilar, and all of your fur.
Wait, why do you think they wouldn't? They like me? I mean, okay, well, that's true. One person really doesn't like me, but he's dead.
Your party, do they garner respect as well? Your furred and feathered accompanied people here.
You think they won't respect Olum?
They do not respect me, so I have not
Oh.
returned up there for hundreds of years.
What happened?
They find me revolting. Though I am smarter than the lot of them, they do not care to listen.
See, I've found in my very limited experience of like 6 days, people don't like it when you tell them you're smarter than them.
But I am.
Yeah, but it kind of rubs them the wrong way.
Have they released Olim yet? Does he like fall to the
I see
ground?
that like they're
Yeah.
like making their way to him, undoing.
Can I also like gesture to Bland and what was the other one?
The other one's gone. Sad.
Oh, she
And
bugged it.
bruh.
Yeah, just Bland to like get over here. What are you doing?
He's still like up in his like. There's a hole in his cocoon that he's blasted out of,
Yeah.
but he hasn't dropped from it.
Oh,
yet.
he hasn't dropped. I thought he went flying. Okay, my bad.
He's semi-conscious.
Okay, never mind then.
He was offering some explosive stones to Olim, but now it seems to be dealt with.
Okay.
Olam, you speak to creatures. They're like, they just like come up and they start like breaking apart with way more ease than you, the webbing with like their fangs, and you can just like, it's almost like masterful.
I guess you're gonna eat me. It's my time. Oh, I accepted my crate. Close my eyes.
Ooh, this one's offering himself to be food for us. Oh yes, I'm so hungry. Okay, but she told us to get him out. She didn't say to eat
Circle
him.
of life, baby. Eyes still closed.
Yes, he's literally saying we could eat him.
Do
She
we
wouldn't
hear
want
you
us to
yelling?
not eat something.
Wait,
Are
why
you
wouldn't
yelling
you
in-
eat me? Huh?
Huh? What?
You said you're not allowed to eat me?
I'm not allowed. She said to free you. But if you're saying you're natural, the circle of life.
No, I recant. Recant. Take it back.
You shouldn't have said anything.
Idiots. Now take me down with poison crace.
With poison crates?
Poise and crace. Crace. Grace. God damn it.
And like as they're unfashioning the webbing, it's like kind of creating like not a rope, but just like a long string of
like
webbing that you can kind of
lying back.
just climb down. Poise and grace.
Like a trapeze artist in a ribbon.
Come on. And like
Yeah.
they start to like hook their legs onto you to like grab you out of there and then carry you down the webbing.
Ah, like a crate.
With poise and grace.
Is he still wrapped up though? Is my question.
So all this, like, it's all kind of happening. He's in the process of being unwrapped, but he's still technically wrapped
Technically wrapped.
Yeah.
All right.
up. But you see, Bland is kind of like, you know, watching, like waiting. He's kind of still free, but trapped because if he just falls, he'll probably hurt himself more. So he's like, you know, holding on to the inside of his cocoon.
I use that
Can I,
time
like,
then
help
to
like,
walk up
bring him
next to
down?
you.
They're like, you're on like something that's hanging from the ceiling, and they're like hanging from the ceiling with nothing really around them.
Okay.
You would have to maybe like monkey bar the webs on the ceiling to get to them, or go all the way down and then up a wall and then a wall. So it's not feasible.
Okay.
So instead of doing that, is there anything that you want to be doing, like getting yourself closer, going back to the bongo?
I feel like
going
it's
back for
just
help.
There's no help to be had at this moment. I feel like the bongos are just gonna make it worse.
Hey,
She just said everyone wants to take everything from me, and then I go and try and take something from her.
Fair.
Not the best time, I don't think.
Okay.
So instead, is she like doing anything? Is she just like chilling?
She's fighting her instinct to like finish Bikini off, pretty much. Like he's like on the floor near his friend, but like bleeding with a hole in his body, and bite like that's like going for the kill.
Am I able
okay.
to walk up next to him, just kind of like dragging the great flaming sword behind me? I kind of want to just get the spider's attention off Bikini onto a much more like combat able body, like something dangerous essentially approaching her.
Yeah. Okay.
Does she turn her attention towards me?
She'll turn it towards you and like take a few steps back, getting into like a defensive position.
Perfect. And I'll use that to just like get Bikini to his feet.
God.
Our life here is meaningless. I love collecting things, but I have no one to share them with. and I have nothing to do with them but guard them.
What would you want to share?
I don't know. I don't want to share, but part of me wants to share.
But you said you were smarter than the other humans.
Yes, I am very much acutely aware of my temperament and able to vocalize it with words.
Sounds to me like you've become old and set in your ways, just like the system
Old.
above. Yes, your time alone here has dated you. Perhaps it is time to make a fresh start.
Yes.
And it doesn't have to be at the end of this blade. Punctuate that by turning my flames into the hell flames black.
She like recoils again, remembering what it felt like.
How about this as a trade then? We will take your idea to the surface and we will spread that not only beastkin can be accepted, but also insectkin, arachnikin. And in
Kin.
turn, we will leave and we will take those bongos.
Not my bongos.
You
Kin.
get your life.
I can play you something very nice on them.
I want a mate. Not you. You
Kind of look
disgusting.
to nameless one.
No,
Never had a
like
mate.
you said, a kin. There must be more like me. Smart, strong, resourceful.
Absolutely.
Haven't met them yet, but probably.
We can put out the word for you. That's an idea that I can spread.
Go ahead and roll to parlay.
Oh no.
And anyone can, assist in the general conversation, not seduction, but, convincing.
Anybody?
Can I, as she's looking for a mate, can I just like slowly?
I'm actively looking right now.
No, I know. Because she's like talking to Nameless and everything. I'm just gonna kind of like just very like stealthily start like playing something like a little bit sensual and like in the groove of things.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Question for
in the
you.
background.
Did the bats negative, the last negative from the bats wear off?
No. No.
Well, then I have a
Did you
minus
mark the
2.
two that I gave you off? I think I took.
You gave me 3, didn't you?
Yeah, I removed 2 from the 3.
And you've removed 2, so I have 1
Yeah.
left, and it's on
So
my
that
charisma.
one is okay. Well, the memory of the bat haunts you in this moment. Of trying to talk to a creature that just does not want whatever you have to offer.
Right. So I have a minus 2, but I have aid potentially from Basilar.
Can I roll the 8?
Yes, please.
Like that. And 8 is what?
Plus bond.
Plus bonds. I think we have 1. So that would be an 8.
Okay. You are implicated in the result of this roll. But he gets the plus 1.
So I have a net minus 1 to this roll. I don't want to look. Okay. That's a 7. Without your aid, that would have been a fail. For sure.
Oh, Basilar. Beautiful. She like looks at you playing, looks at you. You say that you'll spread this word, but how do I know that I can trust you? That you won't leave here with my precious bongos and return with an army?
I just want to try and play him, honestly.
Very well. She sends out a command to her spiders. They stop, bringing Olim down.
Oh, I mean, you can focus on that first, and then I'll it's not a rush.
No, I will
Oh.
get you your bongos, and you will play me a tune. And if I do not find it to my liking, my little ones over there will do what they do with people like you.
You've met people like me before.
Oh yes. Where do you think I got the bongos?
No, you're really right, and I should have put two and two together.
Olam, you start getting wrapped up in this like silken web that feels like metal shavings, like long, thin metal shavings being wrapped around your body.
Oh no.
They start like crawling around you in tandem on the webbing, kind of like trying to start to attach you to the webbing and constrict you. Are you trying to do anything? Yeah, and you can still talk to them. They're like, she said to keep him here and use the special webs.
I'll just accept my fate. You know, I trust my friends. They're doing what they're doing. They were like, all right. Yeah.
It's like not comfortable at all. You're getting like little cuts just from like the sharpness.
Oh, I
of the
liked it better
edges.
before. Oh. I thought you meant special comfortable.
No. Can we eat you now?
You're asking me?
Yes.
No.
It's worth a try.
I like you
Pull it
guys.
tighter.
No.
She backs up, and like you see her kind of like disappear up into the ceiling, unless you like jump or shoot something at her to stop her. She kind of disappears.
No.
And I guess you kind of have this moment. There's no more little spiders. There's a few like dead spider bodies around you, picking you. As you're actively kind of bleeding out. You see Olam, he gets wrapped up and it looks like silver webbing. And Bland like kind of retreats into his little cocoon as he sees this happening to Olam. It's like trying to close the hole back up so they don't notice it. Stained with his blood.
Their lives depend on your song, Basilar. Is that what I understand?
Her life
Apparently,
depends on-
Oh,
There is another way out of this.
can't just kill her.
Why not?
Feel bad for her.
I'm starting to see a lot of similarities in the old greed here and the same greed that was in Nazu, and the same greed that is at the top, or in the center, in the heart of the Ashlands. And I'm wondering if this is all just coincidence. There is an easy way out here, through flame and cutting edge. But perhaps Basilar will show us a different way.
She just feels misunderstood.
Perhaps. Show us, Basilar.
Oh, like look out of the bongos near the
And you see her like come out
Free.
from the other side of the structure and stick her like multiple legs in and spread them out and then stick. She goes to stick two, but she only has one of the two remaining. Uses another one and comes over to you. Where are you specifically, just to make sure I didn't misunderstand earlier?
well, I had come closer towards where she was, like over Pekinyu. So I guess wherever that would be.
Did you make
You're
your way?
tempting towards us?
I had been coming towards, because Nameless One had said that Pekinyu was hurt, so I was coming towards Pekinyu to try and like help him, and then the fight stopped as I was making my way towards Pekinyu, and so I just kind of continued towards him.
Yeah, so I think we're all grouped up now, the three of us. I'm kind of
'Cause
protecting.
you were on. Would you have like, because you were on like that ceiling thing, the stalactite?
Stalactite.
Would you have like dropped down?
I mean, depending on like how far down it was. Like, could I like reach the ground by like just hanging from the stalactite tip, and like how far down would I have to like drop?
You would drop a few feet, but it's webbing, so you probably figure like, as long as the worst case scenario, like something magically separates all the webs and I fall through, like as long as you just kind of spread your body, it's like falling on a trampoline.
Yeah, I feel like
A very sticky trampoline.
like a few feet shouldn't be that much of an issue with
No.
the amount of webbing that's been layered here. So I'll
Okay.
drop and see what happens.
Yeah, the first floor of the webbing is not sticky, because I
It's like a
burned it
solid
when we first
bit.
came in.
Oh, but it's a little hardened then, so it's not as comfortable.
It's more trampoline-like, you know.
Yeah, sure. So you are closer, but I wouldn't say you are grouped up yet. And so when she makes her way back and around, she comes up and she hangs from the stalactite and throws down the bongo, and it like plops right in front of you. And she hangs pretty directly above you and waits and like kind of lowers herself a little bit on a strand of a similar kind of like silver strand of silk, and waits and watches you with that like half face full of a mix of spider and human eyes, arms crossed, upside down. Play.
So I guess with the bongos, I'll like start to experimentally like tap on them just to see like, is like the tension good? I don't know how long they've been here, just like chilling in spiderweb. So I'm just testing them out, seeing exactly how, I guess, used they are. How, I mean, there's not really a tune I per se, but I'm just trying to get a bit of a feel of what quality they're in, what state.
I'll let you discern realities if you wish.
Okay. Discern realities, you say, which is wisdom.
Discern.
Okay. 7 plus 2. 7 plus 1, 8.
8.
I've been getting 8s all day today.
It always kind of sucks because you don't get experience, but you also don't get the
Yeah.
most that you could get. But nothing bad happens, so you get 1 question, and you get +1 forward when acting on the answers, which probably will come in pretty handy.
Can I? Well, okay. So this is a question specifically about the bongos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what here is not what it appears to be. I want to look for I want to know something that's not that I wouldn't have seen just from a basic look over of these bongos.
Yeah.
If at all possible.
So you use your eyes. It seems to be a well-constructed pair of bongos. You look at the frame, the top. It's like I said, well-constructed. Doesn't seem to be magical. It's not giving any sort of shimmer or shiver up your spine or anything. Nothing's clicking with the bongos in themselves. But you touch over some of the gems and they respond to your tactile touch. They just kind of glow, and when your finger gets off of it, the glow recedes. And then maybe you start to tap the top just to see how they sound. And you keep contact with one of the bongos as you're tapping. One of the gems as you're tapping the bongo. And when you release your hand, the bongo repeats that same pattern of sound that you had just created as you were holding on. So you basically have, I don't know what the instrument is. It's it's a microphone. You hold down a pedal, and then when you release
pedal.
it plays on a loop.
Yeah, it's a looping bongo.
It's a looping bongo. Magical in nature, obviously. The real intent of this is to use your magic on it and then have it kind of keep casting it
Play by
on its
itself.
own. Yeah, and let you do other stuff.
Make a whole ass beat. That's a beat
Yeah.
machine, man. That's
It's
a
a
drum
beat
pad right there.
Could hold concentration in one spell.
Yeah.
I can now concentrate on 2 spells. Have the drums do 1 and.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well. So I think I'm going to experiment with that, kind of playing through a little beat and then having that repeat, and kind of just layering beats or rhythms rather to try and add on to try and get something whole playing.
You can even
then,
fuck around with rubbing, any kind of sound that you make.
That's it. On the
it'll-
bongo.
Fuck around with rubbing.
Look, yeah.
Always fuck around with rubbing.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna attempt to compose a song that I haven't yet actually written because I've had 2 minutes. But compose a song basically just kind of sympathizing and empathizing with her feeling excluded from society and being different than others, but saying that it's okay to be different and to celebrate that difference.
I'm
Yeah.
a creep. I'm a weirdo.
What the hell am I doing here?
So let's see. You can do a couple things here.
Eh.
You can use the kind of looping pattern to basically give yourself advantage on this roll, or you could try and do two things at once. Let's see what you kind of have to offer here. You can even try and cast your arcane arts, your voice of Voerde, and do a couple effects, while also doing like
I feel like she'd notice the magic, and she wouldn't appreciate trying to be kind of like manipulated in that way. So I wanna. I feel like the true magic is from the heart. So I'm just gonna
Yeah.
sing from the heart.
Beautiful.
How do I know the words? The words know you.
Then you'll have advantage on this. They'll give you a +1 as well, on top of whatever you have. I will also offer you a d20 roll instead of a 2d6 if you wish.
2d6.
So you'll still have advantage. You can roll 2d20s.
I can't just say no to a d20 roll.
20.
I'm gonna break out a little ash and blood dice.
Ooh. Uh-oh. I kind of cursed those before.
Yeah, look, let's see if the curse still holds.
Curse them with a good time.
Okay, an advantage. Not bad. A 15.
Oh ho
Okay.
ho.
Okay. Tell me, obviously you don't have to sing it. So tell me again what you are trying to convey to her.
I mean, I guess that creep would more or less hold it, but no, because that's a different. There's a different message to creep, honestly. So it's probably not the best thing. But it's honestly just to say like I understand being feeling different than society, because again, Baslar has just been kind of shoved into the world, never experienced it. He's experiencing it for the first time. Everyone's like so knowledgeable and they know things already, and he's kind of like learning it for the first time. So he's feeling very kind of different and excluded from the rest. So he has like a certain understanding to it, and but like he's learning to like kind of accept that, and he's found his little family kind of happening with his companions. They've accepted him, so he's like, well, if I can find acceptance, you can too.
She hears and understands the song. And when the looping stops, the singing comes to its end, she doesn't look moved, but that kind of like those little like jerking motions and the dripping of the poison from the fangs, and her almost like inability to stop herself from like trying to lunge at you all seems to be quelled. And she stands or hangs before you from the ceiling. A more humanoid spider than spider humanoid in the moment. And she retreats up that stalactite. And she just starts to hum along with the tune that you just played. Hmm. No. No. And it kind of like fades as she hums to herself. She disappears from sight for the moment, back up into that ceiling. And they release Olam, who falls plummeting to the ground in this metal encasement. And you kind of just like clang and bounce.
Crank out. My beak. Oh, my
Yeah, you
elbow.
take you take 6 points of damage.
Look at Bikini, like you get his head, I'll get his feet.
Oh, all right.
Oh, banish the sword.
How's it going?
Like as we pass
How's
under
it going?
Bland,
How are
like,
you
Bland, it's now or never.
He goes to jump on you. And he's what the heck just happened? You guys.
Questions later, actions now. Just like,
Okay.
get out of here.
Wait, we left some rock down. We left some fuel behind. Just like brings his sack, drags it on the
Deal's a
ground. His
deal.
like arm is bleeding.
As we leave, I think I turn to Bland. I go, "You would want to mate with a spider, would you?"
No.
Do you know anyone?
Meet with the spider. You know, I heard a story from Doaja, actually. There's this clan of really big, strong, kind of like me, like a weird gray color, but bigger and stronger.
Green.
Yeah, gray. They call themselves the Storm Fists. I think they knew something about some spiders that they said that they defeated. Maybe there's a few still alive.
All right, good enough. Where's that?
Ooh, that's a bit away from here, my friend. You'd have to take the whole trek back with us. Me and the whole crew. Sandra, Quandley.
Right, Sandra left, by the way.
Ah, yes, Sandra.
Yeah. Wait. Well, it is protocol. It's fine. Well, we'll meet up with it later.
I don't think we can take that journey with you, Bland.
What?
If it's as far as you say it is, we'll have things to do here.
I feel like he like grabs your hand, Vicky. I feel like we have something. You and me, we had like I felt a bond form between us.
When? Without my consent?
Don't you feel it? He like puts your hand on his heart.
I just like earnestly try to feel whatever he's just trying to make me feel. Don't.
It's earnest. You probably do feel like a little kinship between like a couple of potentially weird dudes.
Well, I think
meeting
it
each
was
other.
also a pact you made, right, to do work for him.
Well, this is true. And I haven't upheld my end of the bargain. But we can't go back in there. Crystal is just lost to us now.
That's okay. You can just go back to Doaja or around Doaja. We're still in the Embers, but it's closer to the Overgrounders in Doaja.
Well, the rest of you have this bond with Bland?
Bland, what do you think?
He like looks at you with like big eyes.
Remember what they said about your hummus?
It was great.
This one ate all my hummus.
We should all rest and we can talk about this.
Oh, yeah.
And we see the large crystal fade away in the background as you all leave from this layer, not unscathed, but alive. And you return to that sound of the rushing. I think it becomes very aware that it was so quiet in there by the fact that as soon as you kind of cross that border, whoosh, you hear that rushing water bouncing around on all the crystal cave walls. Perhaps comforting, or perhaps not. And I think Bland like finds just like a little dry corner, and starts like digging through his bag to try and find some stuff to heal himself up with.
So have a look at you, Pequeno. Your wounds look quite deep. Do you think
Ah,
any of them are poisoned? Do you feel toxicity?
No, just bits of flesh missing. Night's rest should do me fine. Be some bandages.
I don't know that we have any of those.
I'll like rip off.
Oh,
I'll take off some of mine.
yeah, I like rip mine at the same time as you. Like, oh. Well, it's fine. The sleeve is a little bit shorter.
Yeah, that was a lot.
I mean, I can help with that.
Sure.
Yeah, it's easy.
Oh, all right.
And then he's gonna try like looking at like the spider lady, and then like kind of looking back at the bongos. He's gonna try and use them again.
Oh, she's like you guys are out of here. I'll move you on the map. You guys are
Okay.
We have
you guys
retreated.
are out of the cave. Yeah,
Where have we
she
gone
kind of went
forward?
up in the ceiling.
I would, if we could just walk
Let us know.
Bland a little bit towards
How
where
could you
it
get those
wants
cookies?
to go.
Mm.
Also, are we still carrying Olim in like a metal casing?
I hope
Yeah.
not. Oh,
Probably.
Yeah, so I think we walk a ways and like we find like a little alcove and it's just like Bland goes off to like it rummages in his sack for a sec and we like put Olim down and it's like, how do we get him out of here? Olim, can you just burst out somehow? They're getting hurt.
No, leave me.
Cut him out.
This is my life now. I've
Hush.
accepted it. I'm like snuggling in it. Yeah. Ow. Oh, sharp.
Are you bleeding?
No.
She's like,
Clearly
definitely
bleeding.
blood.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and like place him out.
Okay. Go ahead and maybe do. You do a hack and slash.
Whoa,
I feel like
wait,
there's
whoa, wait,
some-
whoa.
That doesn't
Yeah.
sound
Hack and
right.
slash.
behind doing that. You could also.
Okay.
Hack.
What's the equivalent of like taking 10 in this?
You could, yeah.
Oh,
If you
hold
want,
on. Could I do something?
I'll just
I
take
have
off my wraps. I'll just take them off. It's fine. I'll get out.
Yeah, I like start and it's like it makes like the
Hold
most
on,
terrible
Bikini.
noise ever. Yeah, all right.
I might be able to do something. And I put my staff down. I would have collected my staff, by the way.
No.
If you let me. If you let me, I put the
I
sword
don't
away.
allow you to. In fact.
I put it down, and I think like I get this inspiration of remembering like what I did with the skull of Nazu. Can I attempt to ritual cast? And basically, what I would like to do is like start carving those runes a little bit in the metal of this thing. And basically, what I would like to cast is some sort of like split magic. And if you'll let me as the cost, I would like it to be time. To be able to just like have to put runes the whole length of Olim.
Yeah. I don't even think you recognize that you need to be in like a place of power, because both times that you've done this, you pretty much are. Like I just give that to you down here and in the like in between space full of spirits.
Mhm.
So I don't even think it becomes apparent yet that you can't do this anywhere you want.
No, I would keep trying to do this whenever.
Yeah. But again, you do see some like water droplets. I think they descend down and like hover around you as you're doing this. And they kind of like burst. Or come almost like watch you and then return to the flow.
Well, I would even say like I think like as I almost like start scratching it with a bit of like a piece of glass from the staff or something, and the water is coming in, I think I would feel the magic of the place of power, and then maybe almost like not touch a droplet but guide it towards the silver, and then make steam and have the steam engrave, and then like just put the glass back and then just like
Sick.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's going to take a lot of time, but it's like very involved and mesmerizing process that you guys are watching.
Yeah. So I think
Using
you
his
see me work
magic.
on this for like a couple minutes, and then I start the steam thing, and then I like look up, and I'm like, this will be a while. I think let's make camp here for a bit. Olam, we'll get you out.
Sleeping.
Yeah. Do you mind going up into the little alcove? Or would you want to stay somewhere down near the bottom of the layer? Like the back walls?
Where would Bland have headed if he was heading in the direction of his place?
He would have headed back the way that you guys came. After everything that kind of happened, he seems to kind of guide you back up there. Like he'll even say like, let's I feel like it's just time to regroup with the others. I think I'm just gonna get myself into more trouble if I go any further. Plus I want to see if Sandra is okay.
All right. Yeah. So we go up a ways. No new encounters in the unders.
Potentially? No, yeah. No encounters until you set up camp and you see a little fire from a campfire. And the fire is moving and bouncing off the walls. You don't see the fire itself, you just see the light. And you hear some more of that like terrible singing, but in like a humming version.
So it was again like Bland's terrible singing, or like the spider lady's humming.
It sounds like Bland's terrible singing.
I have a brother by
And it's
any chance,
humming.
Finally, some good music. Huh? Do I have a what?
Sounds like you.
Oh, yes. Probably someone else down here. I don't know how they're going to take to seeing us all together. Not that they should think anything of it, but I don't know who Sandra saw or what you told her or what she told them. This is all unfamiliar territory.
Right. Well, I'm unleashing Olam on the world. You can perhaps go make an introduction and bring them back to us.
Yeah, okay, all right. Hey, don't get into my chickpeas. I'm
Wait, you're not
saving
bringing
them
them
for
with you?
good hummus. No, I'm gonna leave them here to kind of warm up near the fire.
Well, that's a good idea. It makes them easier to crush afterwards.
Yeah, this guy knows his hummus. All right, I'll be back. And he darts through and leaves your sight.
The way you
Take
say
this very
chickpea
time.
in that voice is sending me.
What? It's chickpeas. Chickadees. So how do you guys want to approach the rest of the night? One of you is doing something pretty involved for a long time. One
Two
of
of
you
us.
is very injured. Yes. I think Basilar is starting that kind of like healing process.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I'm
okay.
just gonna sprawl out. No. Been a long day.
Yeah. You feel that not enough time has passed where it's like night time compared to when you woke up. But down here, day and night could be the same thing. So you are free to take a sort of long rest if you wish.
Much needed.
Yeah, I'll definitely take it.
Okay. throughout the night, Bland will come back with his friend. He seems a little shy. It's just like a smaller goblinoid than Bland, who was already pretty small. He wears these tattered clothing, and he stays nearby, but he stays like on the other side of a decently large crystal. Just
How
kind of
many
like near your
schnauzes?
party. You don't see his schnauzes.
It's hidden by the crystal.
Oh,
Kind of just hides behind there. He's a little fella. It's okay. I think he got separated with whoever he came with. I can't remember. Yeah, he'll. I'll stay over there with him. I'll bring him some. I'll bring you guys the hummus when it's done. Thanks, guys. It meant a lot. You guys stuck your necks out for me out there. And you all maybe take a moment of like, did we? It's like, yeah, you really. I appreciate what you did.
No problem.
Pleasure, Black.
Yeah, I think we helped, and glad to have done so.
All right, I'm gonna pass out. And he just like shambles his way next to the other goblinoid. You guys take a rest.
Before we go to sleep, I'd like to talk a little bit.
Sure.
Sure.
I think like give everyone time to like calm down, and like Bland's gonna like turn in, and like so very much like we're winding down, and then as I'm like finishing up on Olim and like very close to being done, I think I just want to pose the question. So what now?
Oh, do not ask me that.
Yeah, we kind of came down here just to meet the Wellsman, I guess, right?
Well, we didn't know, but now we do. But I think part of the reason we came down here was to avoid what was happening in the city. We were attacked, and there was a decision made to fight back with lethal force. And I think that we were not wrong. But now, down here, we've chosen not to use lethal force. And I think that in more ways than one, we are unsure of where to go forward and what to do. And I think the more time I spend in this new world, I like finished. The cocoon starts to open for Olim. I feel born anew, not just in body and mind, but in purpose. With my memories, I remember what it was like to have a life, what it was like to care for someone, and what it meant to have a job and live. Living was more than just one task or one mission. And if we're to live here, then we will have to deal with the consequences of what happened in town.
You're definitely right. Do you think there's any way that we could like come back from that?
I don't know. I want to help BB, but I don't know if BB needs help. I don't think that it would be bad to go with Bland, but I do think that that kind of absence would definitely make it so that whatever kind of window we have to help the people of the Ashlands would close, and we would have to kind of open a door anew, if that makes sense.
So, if we want to help BB, we'd have to go now. Is what you're saying?
I think so. We'd have to start investigating now. We will lose some time if we decide to go to another city, another place, to help them. Perhaps stay a while, find ourselves, really center ourselves. So this is what it is like for me. What about for the rest of you? Your memories have returned. We've all had visions down here. Powers. We all seem stronger than ever.
I mean, yeah, I certainly know more about myself now.
If I may, it feels as if, at least for me, that I ought to remain here in the Ashlands. I don't necessarily understand why, but as much as I'd like to travel with Bland, visit this city of his, I don't think it's something we can do, but something I can do. And if I am here, then I might as well also help those who are my friends. So, as long as you are all here, I will help you. That means that I will also help Phoebe, whatever way I can, of course. Investigation is not my strong suit.
I agree with that. I've come back, and I think do I feel that my body has changed a little from my past life? Because I feel like I'm so strong combat-wise now, but so lacking in the subtlety that maybe would have been required for the inner ring.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I mean, I think you remember, like, it's hard to forget training, and training was such a huge part of when you were young. Like, before your mind was ready to be molded, or at least like fed a bunch of information, your body was there to learn tactics and moves and stuff like that. So you remember a bunch of training, but yeah, there's like a disconnect of like that subtlety and that fine tuning that hasn't come back, but that power and strength is still there, and that technique.
Yeah, but I think also like a charm of expression and like that friendly manner that a politician maybe would have, right? Of like interfacing with people. And I think like being reborn just wiped that. And even getting your memories back doesn't really bring that back. So I think like you see me look at my hands, it's like I'm still remembering what it is to be an Ashlandian. And so I would like to stay and help too. As much as I want to go and be centered somewhere and take time to rest and come into these bodies and minds, and there's something here. It feels like I can't move on with life until we've finished it. Sort of task that requires all of us.
That's fair. So, it seems like we're kind of all in agreement that we do help while we're here.
Will you stay, Vaslar? And you, Olin? We've not heard what it is that you two wish to do. I know that Pequeno is unsure, but I think that helping BBs is and investigating or trying to figure out how this all is put together is as good a place to start as any.
Oh, for me, I'm here. I still want to learn things now that I know that I have actually lived a life before. I want to live a life. I want to see what there is to see. So I'm good with going anywhere because it's all going to be new to me.
Likewise, I'm here to help while I can. I think.
From behind you, You hear, I think I'm here to help while I can. But only you hear it, Olo.
Oh,
Like, yeah, just chuck my head back. Hell,
And like you do that and you see Chumba Wombat's like head.
like,
over
ah,
you. Ah!
fucking bastard! You took so goddamn long. I don't blame
Like
you.
they can talk. You guys just hear like the sounds that they make. But Olam's able to understand.
Yeah, I was like,
Sorry.
it's a big place. I don't blame you, man.
Sorry.
You're not even the real Chumba. You know that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how. I saw. I had a hat on.
Yeah, you're pretty badass out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll like grab him, like cuddle him, and hold him like a teddy bear, kind of like. Yeah,
Like settles in.
I'm here to help while I can. I'm kind of on borrowed time.
Do you know how long you have? Is this something that we should prioritize?
Nope, that bastard's gonna do what he wants, so I'm gonna do what I want, and what I want to do is Kraup.
you want to croak?
Kraup. Ha, ha. Kraup. Mhm.
Do you actually spit up anything we did that?
No, no,
Okay.
just like ha.
That's okay.
I still don't understand what you said.
Help! God damn it!
Ah,
Help!
No,
Huh?
Chumba. I like to pat him.
Oh! I think BB needs help.
Right now?
I don't know. You told me to keep an eye on her.
And come on.
She went back home, and things were fine. And then that other guy that was with your party showed up. And they started talking, and yeah, I don't know. You like called them all up. And they got really excited and agitated to do something.
The other guy was in our party. I turned it up. The other guy was in our party. Oh,
Izana.
Chumba? Izana? Aha.
Yeah.
Okay, hey. And what they do? Did you
Didn't
throw
do
a
anything.
chair?
No, he you know what you did to me? Like you brought me here from where I was
Yeah.
with like whatever that you have. I think he's trying to do that.
Bring us there? Bring someone
No,
there?
bring something else there to
What?
help them, but it feels wrong.
Oh,
Feels
we got to
bad.
get back. How many of us can you carry if you get big?
I don't know, probably most of you, but there's not a lot of room here. I can't
Take us up
really
the hole.
spread.
We need a
I
short-
don't fit in the hole when I grow big. Too big for the hole.
Killing me here. Izana's trying to bring something back, but Chumba, he says it feels weird, like it doesn't belong.
That's
Hey, I didn't say that. But you guys are.
oh, you seem so agitated.
What did you say? Sorry, do it again.
I just said it feels wrong. I didn't say it doesn't belong, but I guess it doesn't. It feels like it doesn't.
If it feels wrong, it doesn't belong.
You
What
said
are
that
talking
I said
about?
it, but I didn't. Say
You know what?
that.
Shut up, man. I like. Yeah, if it feels wrong, it doesn't belong. Say that to the guys.
I mean, he's got a point.
I mean, I look over at Bikini. We need rest. Should we travel then as far as we can today towards the hole? And then rest there. And first thing in the morning, get up there.
Now, Chumba said he can't bring everybody up the hole. Yeah, in this form.
Well, after some rest, I'm sure I could perhaps carry someone out of the hole. I could try at least.
I think I could do it. become more and more accustomed to this body.
I don't think I can help anyone outside the hole.
I got Chumba. It's fine. But
We shouldn't have any problems.
Right, then let's rest here. We'll get up early. Perhaps Bland will have some rope. Then we can go up the hole, tie a rope to the top of the well. Everyone else can get out. And we'll go see what's happening with Bibi, Izindo, and Izana.
Chumba, how long ago was this?
It's still happening. He hasn't
Oh.
done anything yet. He's starting. They let him set up like near the big trees with the shadows.
They let him set up near the big tree with the shadows. Can we tree stride out of this bitch?
There's no trees down here.
God damn it. What about the roots?
I don't know if can we get to the top from there and try. How do we squeeze into the roots?
I think we were told we can leave, we just can't enter.
Let's do it. The tree. What was it, Chumba? Come on.
What?
What tree? What was the tree? The tree with what?
With the shadow. That guy took you there, and then you came out, and
The shadow
you
temple.
weren't with him anymore.
That
And then
shadow tree.
that cat came out.
Cat. That wasn't
The
a fucking
panther.
cat.
The big cat. The blink cat.
Yes. We brought you a panther once. Remember?
A panther.
It attacked us when we were out on the road.
Didn't we give you a fang of it too?
Brought the whole body.
But now I remember. Hold on. Could I like sketch out something? Can I
Yeah.
spout lore? If I may.
Oh, yes, you
I just
using your spit. Disgust.
I would
You
never
see those
do
Disney
that.
workers, like after it rains, they like paint with the rain on the pavement, and they make like Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and stuff. You can do that with your spit.
He's skilled.
What?
Pull out a
Make
spit.
Mickey Mouse out of your spit
I
right now.
I got 9.
9. Okay, not bad. So you get one question.
Oh,
Or wait, no. Spout lore. I tell you something, and you make it interesting.
Yeah,
So
about
what do you draw
spit.
out in your spit?
panther. I want to draw out basically a panther as well, but it would have been like a statue I would have seen in a part of glory, which would basically be a statue of Mighty.
Ooh.
Yeah, because that's
Okay.
what that gets depicted a lot, and he vividly remembers his time with a large panther as well. So that would spark some sort of memory in me. So I'd want to try and draw out that statue and ask the guys if this is it.
On a 7 to 9, it can't be,
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll say that the panther that they saw does not match the description or the spit drawing or however you're doing it
In the dirt.
um, of the panther that you fought, but it more closely resembles the description of the cat. But the statue is not missing a limb, so it doesn't it's not a puzzle piece that fits perfectly together. But you're like, we did hear about another
Something is stealing food.
cat. Yeah. And to you that kind of it doesn't sound like a cat, but it wasn't the panther. So there's something there though. You're like, it's on the tip of your tongue.
So I basically draw out another big cat that's unrelated.
Oh, yes, that's it. That's exactly it.
That's a cat, yeah.
Ears and everything. Look at that.
No, but exactly like this one.
Well, it's a bit crude,
that
but yes.
It's got slightly bigger claws, you know, the sharp fangs. Carries a sword in its mouth. Right.
I don't think it carried a sword in its mouth.
No? Oh.
It's
Oh.
quite dark, also.
Maybe a
We
different
took
cat.
a fang from it, and I would have seen if there was a sword there.
Oh, maybe it's unrelated. Anyway. Yeah, we need to get up to BB.
Are there roots around?
Yeah.
So for the roots, you know that Thando had told you. It's like the water that's fed into the roots. So as long as you get to like a source of the waters that seems to be like, you imagine it might be like funneling in somewhere, like a pocket of like funneling water, you can access the roots. But then again, once you're like in the tree going through the roots, you can't like just escape out. You'd have to have some sort of specialized item maybe or spell. So it's a one-way trip kind of thing. You do have to be close enough to the ceiling to access this. As the rooms go deeper, you get further from the ceiling, obviously. So you think if you get out of the alcove and kind of go back up, you will basically end up where the well was. That's like the next big room. You don't remember any pooling places around there. It makes sense. It's around the well. Like there weren't any trees of big size right next to the well. But if you continued forward, where I think you dipped in, yeah, where the bats were, Thando was able to like reach up and touch it. So you'd think that would be the best place to go to
What
find.
if Chumba just flies us up? Like if there's some on the ceiling, you said, if we just get a little.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a one-way trip, so it would be you could try it. Like if
you
he gets
just
sucked up in there, he'd have to
can't?
come back down the regular
Yeah.
way.
But what if
Well,
he just like if he just
we're all
lifts us up?
in holding hands, and Chumba just gets really large and
Fucking Harry Potter and the dragon all getting out. Okay, I like it. Yeah. The biggest room is the lair around here, and it's covered in webbing. But you don't know where this alcove leads, so that could be an answer. So right now, like the definite answers are going back where you came, going back to where the bats were. You could try and go to where the well is and figure it out there, but that's not a connecting web. You could try and get the attention of Thando somehow, get his help, or you can go into this alcove and see what's up.
Olin, let's go scout.
Come on, Chumba. Squeeze him.
That's all right. If you could heal and watch Bikini, we'll take a look.
Are you doing this after having rested, or are you ixing the full rest?
I think we're ixing the rest because Chumba Olim seems to think it's urgent.
It is. It is urgent.
Yeah, so I think we're just trusting in that. I'll roll to help Olim, and if you want to scout with Chumba.
Oh yeah, scout.
Luckily for you, Chumba is trained in scouting.
He is trained. He is, baby. So I could add his Frosty, I think. What was it?
Probably
Unluckily, I got a 6 with the bond.
It'd probably be cunning, I guess, which is also
Take
a +2.
damage, just in reality parlay. Yeah. Says I could roll my wisdom to follow trails and clues, but I don't know if that's exactly scouting. Either way.
Going by the wording here, yeah, I mean,
You work on something.
There are passing creatures. There's a trail of clues left behind. There's also like a trail of water and like spiritual creatures that you guys encountered, like the wraiths. So I don't see why I wouldn't allow you to do that.
All right, sweet. Well, yeah, his cunning is +2. I rolled a 6, so that'd be an 8. Do I roll and I add my wisdom to it again, as well as his?
Yeah, you add your wisdom and his cunning. I would say.
Yeah, okay, so that'd be a 10.
And then Nameless One helped and got a 5.
I got an experience.
Oh,
Okay, wonderful. So Chumbo Wombat, he stays regular size. Do you want to ride on his back, or do you want to let him kind of do his thing?
no, I'm gonna let him do his thing. I'm gonna do his thing. He has camouflage too, so like you can't really see him. You know, and he doesn't need to sleep.
So I think he'll take a different route than you two, just to cover more ground. He'll go up through the caves. Not the caves. Well, you're all in caves. He'll go up through the alcove, and he'll feed back to you that it extends. It extends west, so it keeps going out in the same direction that it is on the map. And he tells you it's like a far tunnel, but he would need to like fly you up to get to the waters on top. It's a tight fit, but he should be able to do it if it's just a fly up situation.
Okay.
And he wraps back around and meets you. Did you want to have gone down into the lair or up during your scouting?
I guess up would make more sense.
Yeah, we're not going back in
there. So you go upwards, and I think you yourself, Olim, you hear that whistling that you guys heard when you first showed up. You think Thando is like up here in the direction of the bats. You don't know if he's further or closer or in that same area.
Not the bats. Not the bats.
Yeah, I think that's all you get right now. There's kind of like a don't go back into the lair, don't poke the bear. So upwards, you know what's up there because you've been there, but you also know that Thando sounds like he's around there. And Chumbo again tells you that this place, and I guess he can like feed it back to you enough where you can like see in your mind's eye what's going on. So he shows you. It'll keep going. He imagines that there's a route. It's such a long defined path that it would be strange if there was no exit point from there.
Yeah, I'd usually tell him to keep like going until he sees like a nice route.
Okay.
Like a nice chunky route we could all teleport through.
And I will hold onto that failure where you are implicated in the bad stuff, Nameless One. Maybe we'll say that like you guys like get up here. Basilar, I won't make you roll for your healing. You can roll for like how much you heal, picking you, but I won't make you roll to see if you do heal. And you can use the bongos to get like two heals off.
So 8 and 1.
Thank you.
And after a few minutes pass, Chumbo like kind of yells out. The communication gets a little harder as you get further. but he's not terribly too far. So it's like,
Mm.
I found one. I don't know where it leads, but I found one.
I'll be like, oh, Chumba found one. All right, Chumba, we're gonna come to you. Are you nameless? Friend nameless? Wait, yeah, Chumba found a big root.
Let's go.
We like rush back to get the friends.
Let's go.
Like, Chumba found a root, boys. Time to skedaddle.
Very well.
Huh?
Wake up, Bland. Bland, we're leaving. Goodbye.
What? Oh.
Just leave before you can fully like.
Comprehend what's happening.
Just sneezes. And the echo is behind you. It's not hitting the walls. You rush past another goblinoid who kind of like cowers in fear at your passing. You just like blow past him down this narrowish corridor. Come on, hurry. Only you hear this, Oldham.
I'll be like, Chumba, make sure there's no enemies, too.
Nope. Coast is clear.
Like, you even lock, really lock.
Okay. Always telling me what to do.
Stubborn bastard.
Hey!
Yeah, I know you heard of that.
And you make your way, all beautiful four of you.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay, boss. I don't think I've ever done this before. It's always been me and you.
Yeah, well, it's always time to try something new.
Okay, I got tell them to line up, I guess.
Yeah, do we have rope?
Oh.
Turn around. Hey, guys, do we have rope?
No.
All right, I hate doing this, but I'll like unwrap some of my wrap.
Why don't we just like hold on to it?
Do we really need rope?
No, it's fine. Hold on.
Just all hold hands.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
we've been, yeah, I guess. I rewrap my arm.
Yeah, you felt like a tug, like a magical tug as you're like pulling it, but you don't pull it past that point. You let it go back down. Rewrap it.
All right, boys, let's hold hands. Hold on to Chumba.
Oh, forget that your hands are human and not bird.
Yeah.
What's the pecking order? Who's closest to Chumbo? Who's furthest?
It'd be me. Then whoever wants to go next.
Nameless, and then
I think Pequeno, yeah.
I
Then
could be in the middle.
Massillard.
Okay.
Yeah, I need someone strong to hold me, and I can't really hold anybody else.
With his like wings out, it's like starting to scrape against the walls, but he powers through it.
Chumba. You gotta
It's
hype
like-
him up.
it's not- You guys are like swinging.
I believe
kind of,
in you,
like,
Chumba.
violently.
Wombat. You can do it, Chumba. I believe in
And with
you.
that failed roll earlier,
No,
Lance
nameless.
Wolf's
No,
grip starts to
let's put you
slip.
in the worst place. No,
Are you kidding me?
no, I
I want to
forgot.
point out that on the 8 or in the fear doesn't say anything for 6 minus. Okay, it only says on 7 and 9.
I forgot. Oh no.
So your grip slips. You're not falling, but you're hanging on to like a wet hand that's you're slipping on. What do you do?
A wet hand that I'm. That's one way to describe it. Do I have a quick move that can just take care of this right now?
Slip another inch.
Crafted. What
I'd
is
be like,
this?
grab onto my wraps. Oh wait, why am I? Yo, I got like clawed. I have like talon feet, bro. I'm gonna grab them. That
Can
has
I-
to be straight. Can I grab his arm with my feet?
I was gonna say, can I use like perhaps like that's the hand that I have my staff in, so it's like I'm trying to hold your hand and the staff, so it's slipping. And what I would like to do maybe is use handcrafted, and then kind of just like have the staff like wrap around your hand really quickly, like both of our hands.
Interesting. Handcraft.
That's my. I don't need tools to like craft something.
But like you're like slipping, you know?
Yeah. So this
Like,
is.
this
So it
is-
says that if I have to do it very fast, it's a defy ranger.
Ooh.
Defy ranger.
Defy ranger.
Or I ranger.
Yeah, so you can help by trying to like grab onto another part of him, because you're holding hands. You can't just like stick your talon out and like grip him.
Of course,
you
I
can,
can. I'm
try
a
and, like,
bird.
pull him
That's
up.
what they do. That's exactly
You're a bird
what they do.
humanoid with a human hands,
But
and
bird
wrapped your body.
feet.
I'd essentially like to almost like a solid glass staff and like twist it around him to like not lose.
Beautiful. So you can help him, Olam.
Mhm.
You can roll a help roll.
Okay. What do I add to? Oh, the bond. I don't have any of those. Oh,
No.
that was a 6.
You do have. We have a bond. We have one completed bond.
7?
That's
Do
a
we?
7.
Okay.
We do. The bond of creation when we first made the club together.
Oh yeah.
Ah, yeah.
In this
Bring
moment,
it all
it's the
back,
creation moment
baby.
of,
Okay, you
Right.
get a +1 to your Defy Ranger.
That was almost a fail.
What kind of defy danger am I doing here? Is this like a speedy, like a dexterous one?
Yeah,
Is
I
this
think
like,
because it says like if you're
Is it
acting, if you have to do
magic?
it quickly.
well, is it magic that I'm doing quickly? Like, would I use my wisdom for this?
No, I think it's your dex, because even your wisdom isn't necessarily what you use with your magic.
It is for my Zuko style and my burning. Oh no,
Oh.
burning brand is con. Okay. Okay, you want me to do dex to be quick?
Yes, please.
All right, +1.
Yahtzee.
All right. That's going to be a dirty 12.
Hey.
Woo!
Yeah.
But
Are you going to use your
it's 9:54. Maybe we should end on a little cliffhanger, and I'll use burns half as long
Yeah.
and make my critical success a failure. And
And that's where we end.
And my
today's
staff
episode.
just breaks.
And you like you feel implied in this movement, Olam, as you like swing your body to move your feet, and you almost like push him off of you, but then you see the thing that was like starting to curl around either way shatters. What's the look in your eye as you're like starting to fall back? Because this is a choice that you've made here.
My eye?
Yeah.
I think it's not, in a way that it's not me. Like, this is like it's almost like a curse of my abilities, right?
Okay.
And I think it's like as the skull of Nazu like falls like into the portal, the tree portal with Olam, I almost like see it grinning, and the lights like flicker in the eyes, like it's laughing at me.
Nazu has his revenge. And we end
And I go
on
through.
3
Yeah.
of our party members falling, plummeting potential doom.
Oh, you didn't? Did you heal, Pequeno? Did you heal?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, man.
Crow. Woo! You know, there was other things to be worried about. This was not the one that I thought I was going to end.
I'm sorry, guys. It's been looming over my head, and I really need to get rid of it.
It's all good.
Woo!
We'll just fall
right.
to our deaths.
EXP.
No, we're getting XP. We're fine.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let me bring up the sheet. How's everyone feeling after that?
a little
Y'all
safer.
feeling good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
From where I started to where I ended, you know what? I feel better. You know?
On a physical level, I bet bikini.
True.
For now.
Poor
For
Bikini.
now.
Can catch a break.
Okay, I'll
Speaking of
catch you
Bikini,
guys.
did you protect someone weaker than yourself today?
I'd say yes.
Who did he
Bland.
protect?
Yeah, just by proxy.
Well,
like-
what level are you? What level are you? You level 5?
I'm level 5.
Yeah, I'm level 4. Technically
Oh,
weaker.
Sure.
Sure.
You know what? Even Bland is definitely weaker than you, and he
Hmm.
seems to earnestly think that you helped him, even though you don't really
Oh,
recall
wow,
directly
okay,
doing
alright.
anything to help him. So he
He's-
bursts through the fourth wall and gives you an experience point.
Thank you, Blake.
Brent,
See
have
you
you
later.
spread a dangerous idea?
That spiders
yet.
and people is gonna fuck. That's one idea that I spread this session.
Sounds dangerous to me. You gain experience, but
That sounds dangerous to me.
Basilar, have you performed your art to aid someone
I know
else?
spiders suck the juices out of things. I know.
Depends. Was the spider lady helped by my song or no?
Yeah, definitely. Like you saw, like she reverted more into like humanoid, in touch with like herself than
Aspects.
just.
I will
At the
say,
will.
if you had not played such a good song, I would have tried to kill her. So in a very real way.
Because she didn't die.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta trust in your friends, you know?
Although I will say, she did position herself that if she failed, she was right closest to Basilar.
Yeah, she was
So
gonna
who
attack.
knows if she would have taken him with her. So I think that was the best we could have asked for today.
Mhm.
And Olim, did you help an animal or spirit of the wild?
No, I wouldn't say so. No.
I 16 spiders.
Personally, I could have let them eat me. If I let them eat me, maybe. You know? Yeah.
That's true.
Fair point.
Not today. We'll get him next time, boys. Have there been any bonds resolved or new ones to explore?
What about ones left hanging?
I think
We had a broken bond between me and Olam for the bond of protection for BB, but I think that this session is kind of like it's been recreated as like an in progress bond.
I like that. So not even only formed, but in progress. I like. Pequeno, I think you
On
resolved
the way.
your bond with with Bland.
No. I keep forgetting that like you can have with NPCs. But resolved in what way? I like just lied to him. And then ditched him. It's like,
That's a resolution of sorts.
yeah, I mean, I guess. I feel like I should take an EXP away or something.
No, you. How did you lie to
He's
Bland? Say
considering it.
this.
No, well, we
So
talked
you
about
fucked
like, yeah, we'll go with you, and then we just dipped,
Oh,
which is
true.
what we wanted to do. But
Okay, if you don't want to take it, I will let you.
I don't know.
keep
I
it
feel like
hanging.
he's probably like shocked.
Well, yeah, you just woke him up and be like, "We're gone. Goodbye."
I'll have to bring him back one day.
If that's it for bonds, then we will ask the 3 questions. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
The spider lady's excluded from everything.
From the world.
She's
the
been
others
alive
work.
for so long and no one likes her.
So sad.
Stormfist.
Oh, and the Stormfisters.
Stormfist, there's a battle with other spiders. Izana's summoning some sort of demon or something. I don't know.
Something.
I'm gonna find out.
Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
Yeah.
Overcome?
Yeah.
There's more
You
ways than one to
defeat
do
it,
that. Yeah. You overcame it.
Overcometh.
2 experience points. And did you loot a memorable treasure?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bongos.
This guy's got his bongos.
412.
So 3 experience for the group, no experience for the
Yeah.
bonds, and personal experience at your individual levels. Now, I believe next week will be the final true episode. We may come back to have a little recap. It won't be an episode, but it could be like a world building just to talk about the sesh and the system and all that. So it won't be the very last you hear of Ash and Bud, but it will be the last that you see of it. So make sure to come back after you come back again on Thursday for
Again, it's gonna be a lag around.
Return to the Egg. Please go to our YouTube to catch up on all the episodes of Agron High. Before you do that, give them a like, give them a comment. It takes a couple seconds, but it really does help with engagement and all that.
Subscribe.
Yes, please subscribe. If you haven't already, follow us on all of our socials. They are all over the place. So we're Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads. Those are the big important ones. So make sure you see us there. Come by our Discord where we post about cool stuff, which you can't confirm that we do or don't unless you come and find out. So there.
Got him.
Also,
Other than that,
the Hexagon TTRPG on all the socials, just to help find us.
just Google. Actually, yeah, Google helps our analytics as well, I'm pretty sure. So if you're feeling in a helpful mood, open up that tab, type in the Hexagon TTRPG, slam that enter button, because we are the Hexagon, and we are Hexagon. Bye.
Bye.
Johnny.
Have a good one.
And you're trash.